Okay, now already I shared a screen. Now I'm going to show you, that is, this is one thing which we have to discuss for these things. Sets under the operations of union, intersections and complements satisfy various laws, identities which are listed in this table which is given below. One by one we can say, that is A union A, which is equal to A. Similarly, the A intersection A which is also equal to A union B, which is equal to A union B union C is equal to A union. This is called as a associative law. Similarly, for the intersection also present, commutative law is there, A union B, B union A. Similarly, for intersection part, distributive law is there, A union B intersection C, A union B intersection A union C. Therefore, that is for this part also, that is A intersection B union C, which is equal to A intersection B union A intersection C. Identity laws are there, that is A union null set is equal to A, and A intersection union is equal to, or sorry, universal set, not its union, it's a universal set which is equal to A. Similarly, A union universal set which is equal to U, and when we have to take, that is A intersection null set, we will get null set, that is empty set. Now, complement of A, it is clear, that is complement of A, and if we have to calculate again the complement of that respective part, then by default we will get what? Again we will get, it is a complement part, that is complement of A we got, that is A का complement. लेकिन फिर से उसका अगर complement आप लिखोगे तो by default आपको set A फिर से आपको मिल जाएगा. Next, it's just like a mathematics. Negative if there is, then if we apply again a negative, then it directly comes as a positive. तो अगर A एक सेट है, उसका कॉम्प्लीमेंट आप कैलकुलेट कर रहे हो, तो डेफिनेशंस मैंने लास्ट टाइम यही बताया था, जो A सेट में नहीं होगा वो हमारा कॉम्प्लीमेंट ऑफ A होगा. लेकिन वो कॉम्प्लीमेंट को अगर फिर से आप कॉम्प्लीमेंट रूल अप्लाई करोगे तो बाय डिफ़ॉल्ट तो फिर वही होगा जो कॉम्प्लीमेंट ऑफ ए सेट में नहीं होगा, मतलब वो किस सेट में होएगा? ए सेट में होएगा, इसलिए दैट इज़ इक्वल टू ए. सिमिलरली ए यूनियन कॉम्प्लीमेंट ऑफ ए इज़ इक्वल टू यूनियन, that is known as a universal set basically. A union, when we apply a union rule for both the sets, then by default we will get a universal set. But when the intersection is there, by default it is clearly mentioned complement means what? Complement means clearly it is statement is given, that is जो A सेट में नहीं होगा, मीन्स सेट A में जो भी एलिमेंट्स हैं वो कॉम्प्लीमेंट ऑफ सेट A में नहीं होगा. So by default when we have to take the intersection of both the set, by default we will get null set, that is empty set. Complement of universal set, by default we will get null set, means जो universal set में नहीं होगा. तो यूनिवर्सल सेट अगर आपको दिया है 1 से 100 तक का नंबर्स और 1 से 10 तक का नंबर, सो बाय डिफ़ॉल्ट 1 से 10 को छोड़ के बाकी सब, तो बाकी क्या रहता है? सेट थियरी में कभी भी एक चीज़ ध्यान में रखो, नल सेट बाय डिफ़ॉल्ट प्रेजेंट होता है वहाँ पे. तो बाय डिफ़ॉल्ट वी कैन से दैट इज़ अ null set, and again that is a complement of empty sets or null set which is equal to universal set. Now this is important topic called as a De Morgan's law. A union B complement is equal to A complement intersection B complement. Similarly, one more De Morgan's law is there. A intersection B complement is equal to A complement union B complement. Now this is just a simple things. So by using this formula we have to verify one thing here. I'm just going to solve one example so that you will understand very well. If in an examination it comes like by using the properties of set theory, or by using the properties you have to verify, then you have to use the properties. Else if in examination it will comes like just verify the given equation or the given statement, then it's up to you. You can take by your own example and solve. Just like in last lecture we take an example of 3 sets A, B, C. We taken a number of sets, that is 1 2 3 4 5 6 4 5 6 7 6 7 8 9 something, and we proved that is by using Venn diagram as well as directly statement 3. Okay, now the next part is we have to prove. So the first question will becomes we have to solve here. We have to prove that our question is prove that A union B intersection complement of A union B intersection A complement, whole complement is there, and which is equal to A intersection B but the whole complement. So we have to prove this by properties, by properties. So we have to define one by one. So the left hand side is given A union B intersection A bar union B intersection A, but it is complementary. Now there is a one law we can say, that is we saw, that is distributive law. If you just remember that law, that is a distributive law. These two laws, when A union B intersection C, then it must be A union B intersection A union C, and when A intersection B union C is there, we have to use A intersection B union A intersection C. मतलब क्या है, जब अगर यहाँ पे यूनियन है और यहाँ पे अगर इंटरसेक्शन है, तो वहाँ पे सिर्फ और सिर्फ जब डिस्ट्रीब्यूट आप करोगे तो A यूनियन B होगा, एक ब्रैकेट बीच में इंटरसेक्शन आ जाएगा और A यूनियन C हो जाएगा. सिमिलरली अगर इंटरसेक्शन है और B यूनियन C है दो सेट, तो A इंटरसेक्शन B का एक ब्रैकेट जनरेट होगा, बीच में यूनियन आएगा दोनों ब्रैकेट में, और A इंटरसेक्शन C जनरेट होगा. सो सिमिलरली वी हैव टू अप्लाई हियर, that is a distributive law. I'm just writing here after solution, distributive law. So what will be my distributive law? I'm applying here, just see to it that it will becomes my A intersection A bar, A intersection A bar, union comes in a middle, B intersection A bar. So I just applied, that is distributive law in this bracket, and union as it is for this part, B intersection A whole complement. Just try to understand, that is we can't apply here directly, only the possibility is here. So first we have to distribute by using a distributive law. Now we can apply, that is by using some concept. If you just remember, that is a De Morgan's law. What De Morgan's law stated, just again I have to represent De Morgan's law. De Morgan's law, complement means try to understand. ये मतलब बार है पूरा, मतलब कॉम्प्लीमेंट है मतलब पूरे को बार दिया गया है, ये चीज़ ध्यान में रखने का. सो ए इंटरसेक्शन बी कॉम्प्लीमेंट विच इज़ इक्वल टू वॉट, ए कॉम्प्लीमेंट यूनियन बी कॉम्प्लीमेंट. मतलब ये इंटरसेक्शन चेंज हो जाता है और कॉम्प्लीमेंट दोनों को कम्प्लीटली डिस्ट्रीब्यूट हो जाता है. तो सिमिलरली वी कैन अप्लाई हियर. And one more thing I can explain if you try to understand, that is A intersection A complement. See, just we have to A intersection, complementary law is there. So A intersection A complement, that is equal to null set. तो अगर हम यहाँ पे अच्छी तरह से देखेंगे तो A intersection A complement or complement of A set. So we can write this part as what? We can write this part as a null set. Just try to understand, or I have to represent here one more thing. By complementary law, A intersection A bar which is equal to null, and by De Morgan's law. What De Morgan's law state that here we have to use for this part, so we can write B intersection A, पूरे ब्रैकेट को अगर कॉम्प्लीमेंट करो या फिर ऐसा करो, दिस इज इक्वल टू B complement of B union complement of A. This is De Morgan's law. So we have to apply these two things here. So we will get what? We will get empty sets for this parts, union B intersection A bar, union as it is, and this part we will get complement of B union complement of A bar. So this is we get the things. Now what will be this? ये क्या हो जाएगा? ये तो एम्प्टी सेट्स के साथ यूनियन हो रहा है, तो बाय डिफ़ॉल्ट एम्प्टी सेट जिसके साथ भी यूनियन होता है वही सेट हम लोग लिखते हैं. सो फर्दर वी कैन राइट हियर B intersection complement of A union complement of B union complement of A bar. So this is we will get. Now again we have to apply the same, that is a distributive law. फिर से हम distributive law अप्लाई करते हैं यहाँ पे. distributive law we can apply here. So we will get what for that from the distributive law. I'm again taking a bracket or square bracket. This part we will get B union, for union is given B union because there are two terms or bracket terms are there. So I'm taking B union complement of B union complement of A bar, and this union will comes as a what? ये यूनियन आपका आ जाएगा इंटरसेक्शन के लिए मिडल में, क्योंकि हमने डिस्ट्रीब्यूटिव लॉ अप्लाई कर रहे हैं. टर्म्स ध्यान रखो, ये एक टर्म है और पूरा एक ये टर्म है. तो हम लोग जब डिस्ट्रीब्यूटिव लॉ अप्लाई कर रहे हैं तो यूनियन के साथ होगा, मतलब बी यूनियन ऑफ दिस पार्ट, फिर इंटरसेक्शन मिडल में आएगा. सिमिलरली फिर अभी कॉम्प्लीमेंट ऑफ ए के साथ करोगे आप, तो कॉम्प्लीमेंट ऑफ ए बार यूनियन complement of B bar union A bar. This is, we can say, that is distributive law. Distributive law. Now what's next? What's next is B union. See this part. B union B complement of B bar union complement of A bar. So further we can write this part as, if I will write according to this, then it must be what? It must be, I'm just writing B union B bar, because union is there. See, just union A bar. थोड़ा सा अभी एक लॉ आपने शायद देखा था, अगर आपको याद होगा तो, इंटरसेक्शन, यहाँ पे भी अगर देखोगे तो यूनियन ही है, तो इसको भी मैं थोड़ा सा चेंज कर सकता हूँ। बट अगर मैं जैसे यहाँ पे जाऊँगा, देखो अच्छी तरह से, ए यूनियन, इट इज़ क्लियरली ए यूनियन बी बार, A union B bar. So we can write this part as what? We can write intersection kept as it is A union, or complement of A union complement of B. Complement of A union complement of B. Can we write this is as associative law? Or this part, A union B union complement of A. See, I'm just again showing this part. See, the associative law what stated, that is A union B union C is equal to A union B union C. Similarly, A intersection B intersection C, if there, then we can write A intersection B intersection C. And one more thing, the first law is clearly mentioned here. First law is clearly mentioned here. एक स्टेप हम डायरेक्टली यहाँ पे शायद कर सकते थे अगर चाहिए था तो, that is A union A. A union A is equal to what? A. A union A is equal to A. तो मैंने शायद किया ही है वहाँ पे डायरेक्टली वो स्टेप। देखो, अगर मैं इसको करूँगा तो ये मेरे को क्या मिलेगा, दैट इज़ ए कॉम्प्लीमेंट ऑफ ए यूनियन कॉम्प्लीमेंट ऑफ बी, फिर इसके साथ भी अगर मैं अप्लाई करूँ तो दिस पार्ट वी विल गेट व्हाट, कॉम्प्लीमेंट ऑफ ए यूनियन कॉम्प्लीमेंट ऑफ ए। तो अगर दोनों सेट सेम है और यूनियन अप्लाई होता है तो वी कैन राइट जस्ट ए ओनली। सो दैट्स वाई वी रिटर्न दैट इज़ कॉम्प्लीमेंट ऑफ ए यूनियन बी डायरेक्टली हियर। थोड़ा सा ध्यान दो, यहाँ पे हम नहीं लिख सकते थे, क्यों? क्योंकि यहाँ पे एक बी है। अगर यहाँ पे बार बी आता तो कॉम्प्लीमेंट ऑफ बी यूनियन कॉम्प्लीमेंट ऑफ बी वी कैन राइट डायरेक्टली एज ओनली बी बार, लेकिन यहाँ पे बी है और यहाँ पे ए बार है, तो ए बार और ए बार में जब यूनियन अप्लाई होगा, जब सेम सेट रहते हैं, तो आप डायरेक्टली उसको ए बार से या ए से रिप्रेजेंट कर सकते हो अकॉर्डिंग टू द फर्स्ट आइडेंटिटी लॉ से जो आपने ये डिफाइन किया है, दैट इज़ ए यूनियन ए इज़ इक्वल टू ए, सिमिलरली ए इंटरसेक्शन ए इज़ इक्वल टू ए। तो वही प्रॉपर्टीज़ हमने यहाँ पे अप्लाई किया है ये पार्ट में। ये पार्ट को अगर सेपरेट करोगे तो आपको यही पार्ट मिलेगा। जैसे यहाँ पे मैंने लिखा है एसोसिएटिव रूल की जगह से दिस यूनियन दिस विच इज़ इक्वल टू, हमको क्या मिल जाएगा, ए बार। तो बचेगा सिर्फ और सिर्फ ए बार हमारे लिए, तो वो चीज़ हमने डायरेक्टली यहाँ पे लिखा है, दैट इज़ बार ऑफ ए यूनियन बी। Now this similarly one more concept I have to explain here, or already I explained, that is which rule is there, that is we have to write directly, देखो complement law, A union complement of A। अगर कोई सेट A है और उसका कॉम्प्लीमेंट है वहाँ पे प्रेजेंट है और उनमें अगर यूनियन का रूल अप्लाई होता है तो हम लोग उसको यूनिवर्सल सेट से रिप्रेजेंट कर सकते हैं। वाई वी हैव टू यूज़ दिस पार्ट, सी बी एक सेट है और उसका कॉम्प्लीमेंट प्रेजेंट है लेकिन यूनियन रिप्रेजेंटेटिव है, तो ये पार्ट हमारा कम्प्लीटली यूनिवर्सल सेट से रिप्रेजेंट होगा। सो आई हैव टू जस्ट राइट हियर दिस पार्ट, हियर वी यूज़ दैट इज़ associative law, and the first law which we use, that is idempotent law, So we get this part, and later on we have to define this part B union B bar. We can write this part as यूनिवर्सल्स सॉरी यूनियन यूनिवर्सल सेट से हम लोग इसको रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं, एंड दिस पार्ट एज इट इज़ यूनियन ऑफ ए बार इंटरसेक्शन केप्ट एज इट इज़ दिस पार्ट वी कैन राइट. इसको मैं ऐसा भी लिख सकता हूँ अगर आपको समझ में आएगा, क्योंकि ए यूनियन बी विच इज़ इक्वल टू बी यूनियन ए हमने अभी थोड़े टाइम देखा था. तो बी यूनियन ए, बट कॉम्प्लीमेंट है तो कॉम्प्लीमेंट नहीं गायब हो सकता आपका. दिस इज़ एज इट इज़ वी रिटर्न, दैट इज़ ये पार्ट बी. यहाँ पे अगर नहीं समझ में आता है तो आप लिख सकते हो ये स्टेप में, दैट इज़ बी यूनियन कॉम्प्लीमेंट ऑफ बी विच इज़ इक्वल टू universal set, which is equal to universal set we can write here. Now universal set union a bar, और universal set के साथ कोई भी सेट अगर आपका यूनियन कॉन्सेप्ट आता है तो आपने अभी थोड़े टाइम पहले देखा था कि वो यूनिवर्सल सेट से ही रिप्रेजेंटेशन होगा. सो आई जस्ट रिप्रेजेंट हियर यूनिवर्सल सेट एज इट इज़ इंटरसेक्शन, और केप्ट एज इट इज़ ए यूनियन बी लिखो या बी यूनियन ए लिखो, उससे आपको कन्फ्यूजन नहीं होना चाहिए, ये चीज़ ध्यान में रखो. इंटरसेक्शन ए वी कैन राइट हियर. मैं जानबूझ के ये स्टेप में आगे पीछे कर रहा हूँ. दिस पार्ट विल बिकम्स ए कॉम्प्लीमेंट ऑफ ए यूनियन कॉम्प्लीमेंट ऑफ बी. ये पार्ट मैंने आगे पीछे लिखा है, तो आगे पीछे अगर होता है तो कंफ्यूज मत हो, क्योंकि दोनों कॉम्प्लीमेंट हैं. यूनियन एज इट इज़ है तो ए यूनियन बी, बी यूनियन ए, बोथ आर इक्वल. सो प्लीज़ डोंट गेट कंफ्यूज. नाउ व्हाट शुड आई राइट नेक्स्ट? नाउ व्हाट इज़ डी मॉर्गन्स लॉ स्टेटेड? डी मॉर्गन्स लॉ ने कुछ कहा था, या आपने अगर ये चीज़ थोड़ा सा यहाँ पे फिर से मैं रिवाइज़ कराऊँगा, दैट इज़ ये चीज़ मैंने आपको कहा ए यूनियन यूनिवर्सल सेट, दैट इज़ इक्वल टू यूनिवर्सल सेट. वही चीज़ हमने यहाँ पे फॉलो किया है. कॉम्प्लीमेंट ऑफ और यूनिवर्सल सेट यूनियन कॉम्प्लीमेंट ऑफ ए, तो ये यूनिवर्सल सेट हमने डिफ़ाइन किया है. नाउ द नेक्स्ट वन इज़ वी हैव टू सिंप्लीफाई दिस पार्ट. ये पार्ट सिंप्लीफाई. अब यूनिवर्सल सेट अगर किसी के साथ इंटरसेक्शन होता है, सपोज़ करो ये एक सेट है, यूनिवर्सल सेट इसके साथ इंटरसेक्शन हुआ है, तो वो भी लॉ हमने देखा है. यूनिवर्सल सेट जब इंटरसेक्शन होता है कोई भी सेट के साथ, देखो ए इंटरसेक्शन यू, मतलब यूनिवर्सल सेट इंटरसेक्शन हुआ था ए के साथ, तो ए सेट हमको मिलता है. तो यहाँ पे यूनिवर्सल सेट किसके साथ इंटरसेक्शन हो रहा है, दैट इज़ ए कॉम्प्लीमेंट ऑफ ए यूनियन कॉम्प्लीमेंट ऑफ बी. So we have to write directly here, that is A bar union B bar. But if you remember according to De Morgan's law हमने यहाँ पे ही देखा था, अगर थोड़ा सा ध्यान दोगे, हाँ De Morgan's law ऊपर ही प्रेजेंट है. अगर complement of B intersection A present है, so we can write separately with intersection is change in union. तो अगर यहाँ पे ये चीज़ सेपरेटेड है, दोनों को सेपरेटली कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री लॉ डिफाइन है, तो अगर उसको कंबाइन आपको लिखना होगा तो आपका यूनियन आपका चेंज होके इंटरसेक्शन में जाएगा. सो दैट फाइनल रिजल्ट आवर राइट हैंड साइड विल बी हियर, दैट इज़ वी विल गेट ए intersection B, and this is we have to prove as right hand side. So one by one again I am going to explain these things. A intersection A is null, that is right, but we have to use here union, so that's why it is not null we return, because here it is clearly all the terms are union terms, and the middle terms is clearly mentioned, that is intersection. So when we applied that is a intersection with universal set, will get that is a respective sets. Okay, now I'm going to again one more time I'm going to explain these things. It is clearly question that A union B intersection A bar, the whole bracket union complementary with the set B intersection A, which we have to prove that is a right hand side complement of A intersection B or bar of A intersection B by the properties or algebraic set properties. Now left hand side we taken that is A union B, whatever is given, we just applied directly, that is distributive law here. Distributive law we applied in the first bracket. So while applying distributive law, A union B intersection A bar, we'll get A intersection A bar union B intersection A bar union as it is. Now complementary law is clearly mentioned, that is A intersection A bar is equal to empty set. By De Morgan's law is clearly mentioned here. So we just apply here as a De Morgan's law, because there is a set A whose complementary is present, and in terms of we have to apply as a intersection rule. So when intersection we have to apply the constant things is, or intersection part is null set only. Now union as it is B intersection A bar, B intersection A bar kept as it is, union as it is, we just apply here De Morgan's law. De Morgan's law state that when the terms are that is complementary law is defined, we can separate that terms by the changing of the terms intersection to union. तो वही चीज़ हमने यहाँ पे अप्लाई किया है. Then we apply here, that is a null set is given, and when we have to apply the union in null sets, we can write that is that set by default, because it is a empty sets. When we have to apply union मतलब combine करते हैं, सिर्फ repeated नहीं लिखते हैं हम लोग. तो जब null set combine होगा इस set के साथ, तो by default हमारा जो set है वो kept as it is, union as it is. Now again we have to apply the distributive law. Just consider this part as your A set and this part is your B set. So when we have to apply the distributive law, just see that is the intersection concept is here. तो इसका ये this part is unionly with this part, so we have to write B union of this whole part, intersection of this part comes here, and when we apply here, that is complement of A union the whole part of this second bracket. So this is known as a distributive law. Distributive law is given. Now the next one we applied, that is associative law. Associative law we applied here, just B union B bar union A bar. Now here we also applied associative law, but while applying associative law we will get what? Complement of A union complement of A bar. If we get, then complement of A union complement of A bar, same sets are there and we have to apply union. तो बाय डिफ़ॉल्ट रिपीटेशन अलाउड नहीं रहता है, वो एक ही सेट हम लोग को लिखना है सिर्फ और सिर्फ. सो वी विल गेट व्हाट? कॉम्प्लीमेंट ऑफ ए यूनियन कॉम्प्लीमेंट ऑफ बी बार. इसको आप सेपरेट करके लिख दो, कॉम्प्लीमेंट ऑफ ए यूनियन कॉम्प्लीमेंट ऑफ ए बार ब्रैकेट कंप्लीट यूनियन कॉम्प्लीमेंट ऑफ ए बार. तो ब्रैकेट वाला टर्म ए बार हो जाएगा सिर्फ और सिर्फ. देन यू विल गेट दिस पार्ट एज इट इज़. आफ्टर दैट वी अप्लाइड अगेन, दैट इज़ व्हेन बी यूनियन बी बार इज़ देयर, same set whose complement is present, but we have to apply that is the union rule. So by default we will get universal set. Then universal set is given. I again saying that don't get confused while writing A union B or B union A, both are the same things. So universal set union A bar, whenever the set is universalized with any set, we will get directly universal set, बिकॉज उसमें सब प्रेजेंट है और उसके साथ अगर यूनियन का रूल अप्लाई करोगे तो सभी टर्म्स आपको लिखना है, खाली रिपीटेशन नहीं अलाउड है. देन यूनिवर्सल सेट इंटरसेक्शन कॉम्प्लीमेंट ऑफ ए यूनियन कॉम्प्लीमेंट ऑफ बी बार. व्हेन द एनी सेट इज इंटरसेक्शन विथ यूनिवर्सल सेट, वी हैव टू राइट दैट रिस्पेक्टिव सेट ओनली, बिकॉज कॉन्स्टेंट टर्म आपको ढूंढना है, कॉमन टर्म्स आपको ढूंढना है. तो जो आपका सेट है, सपोज यूनिवर्सल सेट आपका 1 से 10 है और आपका कॉम्प्लीमेंट ऑफ ए यूनियन कॉम्प्लीमेंट ऑफ बी जो सेट है वो 1 2 3 है खाली. तो जब 1 2 3 आपको कॉमन ढूंढना है, तो बाय डिफ़ॉल्ट आपका जो कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री वाला सेट है यहाँ पे ए कॉम्प्लीमेंट यूनियन बी कॉम्प्लीमेंट, वही सेट आपका आएगा इंटरसेक्शन में, क्योंकि आप कॉमन टर्म्स ढूंढ रहे हो. सो बाय डिफ़ॉल्ट वी विल गेट दिस पार्ट, एंड लेटर ऑन we again apply, that is De Morgan's law. So we will get left hand side is equal to our right hand side. So this is just a simple proof which we solved by using the properties, because without property it is we can solve, but we will not get a marks in examination, because in a question if it is mentioned by using a properties, so anyhow by hook or crook you must be solved by using properties only. This is the just a simple numericals, many time asked in examination, near about 7 to 8 times a question asked for in a question number 1 for 5 marks. Many times you can see the previous year question papers, so you can understand, or discrete mathematics or DSGT question papers, so you will understand very well. Okay, now we'll move further. For the next topics I'm going to explain the number theory. Number theory is why we can say that, because we have to deal with the finite set here for the next property. So hope this things is clear. If anyone is having any doubts, you can raise the questions by writing in a chat, so that I will explain again. If anyone is having any query, you can write in a chat and I will explain. Or if you have any if you are not able to write or anything, you can on your mic and you can ask any questions regarding this proof, so that I will explain again. But hope I can consider this part as a very understandable part by using the properties. Few notes I will upload by today evening or tomorrow, so that you can see that is more proof examples in that. It is a solved example, so you can practice more, so that you will understand. Okay, now we'll move further for the our next part. Okay, so the next part, as I told about, that is our next part is addition principle. Addition principle. Addition principle. This is a very important part. एक क्वेश्चन 101% फॉर 8 मार्क्स के लिए आपको मिलेगा एडिशन प्रिंसिपल इन एग्जामिनेशन 101%. Addition principle you will get. Or sometime it is known as a principle of 8 marks in examination. Principle of inclusion and exclusion. These things we have to learn as here finite sets, means it is a completely defined. So there are near about, the problems are based on up to 4 sets. एक सेट पे तो नहीं आपका क्वेश्चंस जनरेट होगा. So first I am writing here the formula. Let A and B be two finite sets. Then what, that is I'm just going to write, that is mod of A union B, which is equal to mod of A plus mod of B minus mod of A intersection B. This is for two sets. When we have a two finite sets only, this formula you must remember, or we can solve this by Venn diagram. We will see both the method, but this method is more convenient because Venn diagram is like Venn diagram जब हम बनाते हैं तो उसमें बहुत सारी कंजेशन हो जाता है, तो बहुत बार हम खुद भूल जाते हैं कि हमने क्या बनाया है क्या नहीं बनाया है, और उसकी वजह से मिसिंग होता है. बट वेन डायग्राम इज़ फास्ट मेथड, मतलब फटाफट उसका सॉल्यूशन आ जाता है. लेकिन वेन डायग्राम में आप रिप्रेजेंटेशन प्रॉपरली आपको देना चाहिए, बिकॉज अगर वेन डायग्राम में प्रॉपर रिप्रेजेंटेशन मिसिंग, एक भी रिप्रेजेंटेशन मिसिंग होता है तो पूरा मार्क्स डायरेक्टली लॉस हो जाता है. सो दैट्स वाई आई सेड दैट इज़ दिस मेथड इज़ मोर कन्वीनियंट, बिकॉज ये पूरा हर चीज़ एक एक क्लियरिफाई करके आपको देते रहेगा, और कोई भी स्टेप आप मिस कर रहे हो तो आप फटाक से एरर आप रिड्यूस कर सकते हो, एरर फाइंड आउट कर सकते हो. ओके, now the next one is we have to see, that is the second one is for let A, B and C are finite sets. Then what? Mod of A union B union C, mod of A plus mod of B plus mod of C minus mod of A intersection B minus mod of A intersection C minus mod of B intersection C plus mod of A intersection B intersection C. So this is our finite sets, three finite sets, A union B union C. So we apply, that is formula is given, mutual exclusive and inclusive property or addition principle. Mod of A plus mod of B plus mod of C minus mod of A intersection B minus mod of A intersection C minus mod of B intersection C plus mod of A intersection B intersection C. Now the last one we have to see here. Third one, let A, B, C and D be finite set. Then what? Then again we have to apply the similarly like the previous one, mod of A union B union C union D, which is equal to mod of A plus mod of B plus mod of C plus mod of D. The four sets we written, that is a clearly simple, minus mod of A intersection B minus mod of A intersection C minus mod of A intersection D. फर्स्ट D के साथ जो भी इंटरसेक्ट हो रहे हैं उसको हमने लिख दिया. The next one will becomes minus, just a second, intersection D minus mod of B intersection C minus mod of B intersection D plus one more is remaining, that is C wala part, minus mod of C intersection D. The C intersection D is not covered. Now plus term started here, थोड़ा सा ध्यान देना अच्छी तरह से यहाँ पे, प्लस ए इंटरसेक्शन बी इंटरसेक्शन सी प्लस ए इंटरसेक्शन बी इंटरसेक्शन डी प्लस ए इंटरसेक्शन C intersection D plus B intersection, just a second, plus B intersection C intersection D minus A intersection B intersection C intersection D. So this is our fourth sets or four finite sets formula for addition principle concept. Very easy numericals are based on this topic, but sure shot you will get in examination for 8 marks. For A union B union C union D, for 4 finite sets, again I am repeating, mod of A plus mod of B plus mod of C plus mod of D. Then we have to apply the negative part, is minus mod of A intersection B minus mod of A intersection C minus mod of A intersection D minus mod of B intersection C minus mod of B intersection D minus mod of C intersection D, and then plus the intersection of 3 sets, A intersections B intersection C plus A intersection B intersection D plus A intersection C intersection D plus B intersection C intersection D, and the negative part of intersection of all 4 sets, so that is A intersection B intersection C intersection D. So this is generally we can say that generally we can say that is this part is our mutual exclusive and inclusive properties. We can say that I can explain these things, or we can verify that is this proof, but in examination there will be a no, we can say that is a no theorem we have to verify, like mutual exclusive and inclusive properties. Now I'm just going to represent these things in a Venn diagram so that further you will understand the concept of these properties one by one. Venn diagrammatically representation we have to just represent by Venn diagram only. Suppose this is a universal set. Set A is given, set B is given, set C is given, that is A, B and C. So there are 3 sets are given, so I can write or I can represent this part. This part is what the intersection of this part A intersection B. Similarly, this part I can represent A intersection C. फोर्थ सेट का जो आपका है वो हार्डली कभी ऐसा पूछा तो नहीं गया अब तक ज़्यादा एग्ज़ाम में, बट इन पूछ सकता है क्योंकि आपके सिलेबस में दिया गया है, तो इसलिए फोर्थ सेट का हमने लिखा है. बट 99% क्वेश्चंस जो आपके हैं वो 3 सेट फाइनाइट सेट और 2 फाइनाइट सेट्स के बेस पे हैं completely. So A, B, C, and this part is clearly mentioned, that is B intersection C. B intersection C. But this part I'm just representing with the green one. This part. Is A intersection B intersection C. A intersection B intersection C. So all the terms we have to write. If you aware about what I written in 3 sets वाले concept में, when three finite sets are there, see I'm just again showing this part. See the 3 addition principle, A union B union C, A mod of A plus mod of B plus mod of C minus intersections of 2 sets A intersection B A intersection C minus A B intersection C, and plus addition of all 3 sets intersections. So that thing is represented by this Venn diagram, and this is, we can say, that is, we can define this part as, suppose this is my universal set. So this is just, we can say, that is रिप्रेजेंटेशन ऑफ बाय वेन डायग्राम. एकदम इजी रिप्रेजेंटेशन है, इससे न्यूमेरिकल भी इजीली कर सकते हो सॉल्व, लेकिन थोड़ा सा भी अगर मिस्टेक होता है तो एरर फाइंड आउट करने में डिफ़िकल्टीज़ हो जाती है. तो जैसे हमको सेट ए का वैल्यू कुछ दिया है, सेट बी का वैल्यू कुछ दिया है, सेट सी का वैल्यू दिया है, इंटरसेक्शंस दिए हैं, तो यहाँ पे जस्ट अगर वैल्यू हम पुट करते जाएँ और कोई वैल्यू हमारा मिसिंग है फॉर एग्ज़ाम्पल, तो वो वैल्यू हम कैलकुलेट कर सकते हैं ये वेन डायग्राम के यूज़ करके, कि उसके एक पार्ट को x ले लिया हमने, एक को y ले लिया और फिर कैलकुलेशन किया. आगे न्यूमेरिकल सॉल्व करेंगे तो होप यू विल अंडरस्टैंड वेरी वेल, बट दिस इज़ जस्ट अ वेन डायग्राम रिप्रेजेंटेशंस. आई जस्ट शेयर वेन डायग्राम रिप्रेजेंटेशन. नाउ नेक्स्ट वन इज़ वी हैव टू जस्ट शो few examples, but right now the timing is, I think, 10:48, means 10:50, so it might be difficult to complete, but one examples I can take which is very easy, or we can take complete in 5 minutes, so that we will finish by 11 o'clock. Okay, now see, the example is clearly given. What is example? Mod of A is given, that is 6, mod of B is given 8. Question is there. Question statement is given, let A, B, C, not only two, let A, B, C are finite sets, then A mod of A is equal to 6, mod of B is equal to 8, mod of C is equal to 6, mod of A union B union C is equal to 11, mod of A intersection B is equal to 3, mod of A intersection C is equal to 2, and mod of B intersection C is equal to 5. Then we have to calculate, find mod of A intersection B intersection C. So we have the formula clearly. What is formula is given mod of A union B union C, which is equal to mod of A plus mod of B plus mod of C minus mod of A intersection B minus mod of A intersection C minus mod of A B intersection C plus mod of A intersection B intersection C. So this is formula we have already. We saw that is we have to just put the value here. We have to put the value here. So suppose this is 11 is given, 6 is given, plus 8 is given, plus 6 is given, minus 3, minus 2, minus 5, and this value is not defined, plus mod of A intersection B intersection C. So we have to, after simplification, I think mod of A intersection B intersection C, which is equal to 6 plus 8, 12, 20 minus 10, remaining is 10, so I think remaining is 11. Oh sorry, 1, remaining is 1 we will get, because 6 plus 6 12 plus 8 20, 20 minus 10, remaining is 10. That 10 when we shift here, then 11 minus 10, so the remaining part will becomes my 1. So this is our result. This is just a very simple question, but such kind of numericals is might become the numericals which we have to see in examination. It will be a wording problems, like as when I started the set theory, I told that is few pupils are visited, or few students visited in Europe, some visited we can say that is Spain, some visited Germany, some visited England, like example. Similarly, we can say that is in a survey of 260 college students, like 64 had taken a mathematics course, 94 had taken a computer science course, 58 had taken a business course, like 28 of them are taken both, like mathematics and business course, 26 had taken both computer and mathematics course, 22 had taken computer and business course, and 14 had taken all three types of course. So in such a numericals, what exactly we have to calculate? The question must becomes like how many students were, or how many students who had taken none of three types of courses. तो वो हमको पता करना है, that we have to find. And again, that is how many had taken only a computer science course or only a mathematics course, because हमको जो डेटा गया है उसमें लिखा है 64 मैथमेटिक्स कोर्स हैं, 94 कंप्यूटर साइंस कोर्स हैं, 58 बिजनेस कोर्स हैं. फिर उसके बाद और दिया गया है 28 मैथमेटिक्स एंड बिजनेस है, 26 मैथमेटिक्स एंड कंप्यूटर साइंस है, 22 computer science and business course, and 14 having all type of three courses. So by using this principle, mutual exclusive and inclusive property, we can calculate only a single subject course, or how many students who taken only a single subjects, or how many students who are taken none of these three types of courses, मतलब जो एक भी कोर्स नहीं लिया है, तो वो चीज़ भी हम कैलकुलेट कर सकते हैं अच्छी तरह से. और सिमिलरली लाइक we can say that is for if there is a television, or 1000 students are placed, or 1000 persons are watching a televisions, we can say that is 285 or 280 of them, or 500 of them, or 200 of them watching football, 200 watching cricket, 200 watching tennis, 200 watching we can say that hockey, 200 watching wrestling. So that 1000 is completed. Later on we can say that is 200 we divided, but we can minimize the numbers, that is 100, and suppose we have more number of students are present, or more number of people are present, some of them watching both cricket, football, some of them watching both like wrestling and hockey, some of them. So we can define by 4 sets also here. So whatever the numericals will come in tomorrow's lecture, tomorrow again I will going to take the lecture. So whatever such a theoretical problems will comes, we have to sort out by using both the concept, the mutual exclusive inclusive property, and by the Venn diagrams. I will explain by both the properties, because this is also using for the solutions of mutual exclusive and inclusive property. So hope you understand very well about the concept which I taught today about the properties, as well as what we learned, that is the first concept of mutual exclusive and inclusive. There are three things we learned, that is for 3 sets as well as 4 sets. So by default, hope the second sets will be clear. We will solve the problems based on 2 sets also, not like directly we'll move for 4 sets 3 sets. First we have to tackle the 2 sets problems, then we have to see that 3 sets problems. This is 4 sets problem. So we will see on all kind of numericals which we will based on mutual exclusive and inclusive property. If anyone has having any doubts, we can ask, because today we solved only 2 numericals. Tomorrow hope we will solve near about 3 to 5 numericals, because it will take time, because the questions length is very lengthy questions are there, because it is a theoretical. So first theoreticals we understand in a mathematical concept. Once we will understand a mathematical concept, then definitely we can write by using mutual exclusive and inclusive property, and we can solve the numericals clearly or very well. So hope you will understand about the concept. Now don't go, I'm going to take the attendance, so please don't leave the lectures. Always remember that once I said that is now you can leave, then you can leave, or you can left the lectures. Till now, if it is 11 a.m. or 11:05 a.m., till now if I am not saying that is don't left the lectures, please don't left, because we will taking the attendance, and see due to this pandemic that lectures is going to be taken online, so the attendance plays a very important role. Please try to understand whether your subject carries tutorial, or whether your subject carries term work or not. Please don't consider these things, because for during the unit test times you will face problems. Please try to understand. Right, last year you people were in first year, so you will treated as a very लाड प्यार से हमने आपको ट्रीट किया है, बट फ्रॉम दिस academic year, that is you people will be treated as like a second year, because always remember second year third year students are not like first year and final year students, because final year जाने वाला होता है और फर्स्ट ईयर वाला नया नया आ जाता है. तो थोड़ी सी चीज़ें ध्यान में रखो. अटेंडेंस मैंडेटरी रखो, घर पे ही बैठ के करना है. अटेंड लेक्चर अच्छे से सुनो, समझो, डाउट है पूछो, क्लियर करो, बिकॉज सेमेस्टर इज़ स्टार्टेड ऑलरेडी. आपको यूटी आएगा, यूनिट टेस्ट देना है, फाइनल एग्ज़ाम आएगा, सभी चीज़ें प्रॉपर टाइम पे जाने वाली हैं. Please don't left the lecture. 93 I've taken the attendance just, and again I'm taking, because I will take near about 3 to 4 times. तो उसमें जो भी अटेंडेंस होता है वो चीज़ को मैं कंसिडर करता हूँ. जो मेरे 2-3 अटेंडेंस में प्रेजेंट होते हैं उन्हीं का मैं अटेंडेंस करूँगा. प्लीज़ डोंट थिंक कि मैं बस लेक्चर फटाफट रख दूँ, बैठ के 5 मिनट 7 मिनट लास्ट में आऊँ अटेंड करूँ. नाउ यू पीपल आर इन यूनिवर्सल ग्रुप ईमेल आईडी, तो आप डायरेक्टली ऐड हो जाओगे. अब आपको ऐड भी नहीं करना है, तो ऐसा इसका गलत फ़ायदा भी मत लो और अच्छे से यूज़ करो. नाउ आई एम जस्ट गोइंग टू टेक लास्ट एंड फाइनल अटेंडेंस. सो होप दिस टाइम all of you present must be. And now there are 1 minute. There are, I think, 90 students are present. 95 students are present. इससे पहले 96 थे, तो एक स्टूडेंट्स नहीं है. ये मेरा फाइनल अटेंडेंस में जा रहा हूँ लेने अभी. So please don't left. 95 students attendance I just taken. Now all of you can leave. Have a nice day. Thank you. Take care. Stay safe.